Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, if control decks are your thing, and you're looking for one that not only can destroy creature decks, but can easily hold its own with other control decks, then I think you're going to want to check out this Azorius control deck. But before I get into that, we are almost at 500 subscribers, and we could really use your help. So if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button and becoming a Brew Crew member, it would mean the world to us, and it would also make you eligible to be able to win a free box of whatever the current set booster box is. So please check the description down below to find out all those details. And if you're already a Brew Crew member, thank you very much. We appreciate it. So, like I said, for you today, we have Azorius Control. Let's get right into the deck. So first off, we have our counter magic. We're going to go ahead and use 4 negates. Now, in the past, this card hasn't been super strong, but right now with class cards or, even super fast decks like mono white, mono green, goblins, they're all currently running cards that negate hits. It's really powerful. We got 4 divide by zeros. Not only is that in there for, just basically tempoing our opponent, but if there's something that does hit the board because we were tapped out, we didn't counter it, and it's really causing a problem, we can get it off the board and we can solve it from there, and it gets us into our sideboard, which, by the way, is 2 academic probations, 2 environmental sciences, 2 teaching of the Arcanist, and 1 mascot exhibition. But we'll get back into that in just a moment. And the rest of our counter spells, of course, are 4 Sultai Cummings. If we need to pay 3, we will. That is about the standard cost for a counter spell nowadays. But if we can afford to put it into Foretell, of course, that's much, much better for us. Then we have our removal, and blue-white doesn't have the best removal in the game. Well, we do, of course, have 4 Doom Scars, so that is pretty dang good removal, but it's pretty much only going to be for creatures, and blue doesn't have anything like that, as you can see. But we also have 4 Bounding Golds, 1 white, 2 colorless, enchant permanent. Enchant permanent can't attack, block, or crew vehicles, and its activated abilities can't be activated unless they're mana. The main reason we have Bounding Gold in the deck is for creature lands. Now, you can use it on whatever you need it on, and yes, those creature lands still can tap for mana, but they cannot attack you anymore, and if you're losing the game because of that, well, now you can stop losing. And then we have 3 Minimus Containments. Kind of does the exact same thing, except for it turns that permanent into a treasure, so if you don't want it to have any text anymore, this is the card you're going to play. Then we have our draw cards, which is going to be 4 Behold the Multiverses and 1 Seagate Restoration, just helping us out to get to a 25th land, so we just really hit all of our land drops. So double duting as land early game and late game a draw card. So basically, if you're not 1 land away from or have enough land to throw Seagate, I suggest you throw it down on the board. Whether tapped or untapped is up to you in this situation. And then we have some disruption in the form of 4 elite spellbinders. Not only is this disruption, but it also is an information gatherer because we get to see inside their hand, and it puts a little bit of pressure on them in the earlier game, beating them in the air, and if we need to, definitely use this as a blocker. I also love that elite spellbinder trades perfectly with Faceless Haven. So super strong card in the meta. And then we have our game-winning cards. So first we have 2 Hall of Storm Giants, which of course is a very good closer, especially with that ward, but it's also one of our lands, so we'll put that back over there for a moment. Then we have 2 Emerith Desert Dooms. I saw a lot of these in the beginning of the meta. I have seen them kind of dwindle away with everybody running all of these Doom Scars and Blood on the Snows and Soul Shatters, all those kind of fun things. But hey, we've got negates, divide by 0, and Sultai Cummings. So why not get Emerith down? Because now, not only do we have a amazing 5/5 flying game-winning card, but look, we just made our draw pile that much stronger. And then also, which also is draw, so a lot of our game closers are super strong in the regards of they do double things for us, is we have the 2 copies of Mordenkainen. 2 blue, 4 colorless legendary planeswalker. Mordenkainen comes down with 5 loyalty, which is amazing because it's -2. You can do twice before you have to plus it, but it's +2. Draw 2 cards, then put one of them from any card from your hand to the bottom of your library. So you get to draw 2 and then get rid of the worst card in your hand. That is super strong. I feel like this Planeswalker is just not getting enough love right now. -2, create a blue dog illusion creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to twice the number of cards in your hand. That is so strong. You get huge dogs with this. I love it. And then -10, I've actually never done it. I don't even know if I really want to. Exchange your hand and library, then shuffle. You get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size. I guess if I think I could close out the game before I deck myself, definitely wouldn't mind doing that. But for the most part, the first 2 modes of this are so strong. It's ridiculous. And then our land bases, like I said, the 2 Hall of Storm Giants. We have 7 plains, 9 islands, 2 glacial floodplains, and I only wanted 2 of those because I only wanted 4 lands that come into play tapped, and I consider Hall of Storm Giants lands that come into play tapped. I just consider it their worst case scenario. So if we start drawing these and these on turns 3, 4, and 5, you know, I don't want to have too many of that happening. And then, of course, 4 of the Pathway to round out the deck. And then, once again, to get into the sideboard, Academic Probation is pretty much so you can, you know, close out games, whether you name a card, you know they're going to cast it, you don't want to deal with, say, a Loth, a Lilith, Onyx, Blood on the Snow, anything you don't want coming, you call that, they can't cast it till next turn. Or if you can attack with one of your dogs, but they have a blocker, you can make it where that creature can't block. Environmental Science, the one I probably grab the most, especially if it's early game, I should say. If I have anything less than like 7 or 8 land and nothing else going on in my hand, then I'm going to be grabbing Environmental Science to gain that 2 life, especially against a rush deck, and thin out my deck while getting land. Control decks want land. 2 Teachings of the Arcanist, because if we do run out of cards in our hand, that is kind of bad for us. And then 1 Mascot Exhibition, because it's so strong. You're always going to want 1 Mascot Exhibition in a sideboard that's going to get cards with anything that has Learn on it. So that's the deck. It's a control deck, so you just like always want to be controlling the board as best as possible. Let something hit the board if you know you can handle it with the Doomscar. You know, let a creature deck throw a few creatures out there. Don't go countering them in any way until you can wipe their board. Save your counter spells for super important things. Don't counter everything early game if it's not really going to kill you. You want to make sure you're countering their big bombs late game. Get one of your game finishers down, win the game, and it's that easy. So without further ado, why don't we go ahead now and I show you exactly how it works. Okay, your mom. Ooh, okay. Let's go. We have 3 lands, Elite Spellbinder, Bound and Golden, and a Negate, so we'll hold on to this. We'll lead out on white. Just sneak the blue in afterwards. Let's see what our mom has. Or is it your mom? My mom? Your mom. Well, hey, there's blue. Perfect timing. Throw out the Hall of the Storm Giants right now. Yeah. And they throw a green and pass. So we have blue, green. We'll throw out the blue ourselves. And we're going to Elite Spellbinder and see what they got going on. What do they got in their hand? Blood Chief Thirst. We got a Jace Mace. Blood on the Snow. Relic Ring. Shadow's Verdict. Soul Shatter. I mean, none of that really bugs us anytime soon. Guess let's make them pay the most for Jace so they can't sit here and...
I need a better solution.
They can't do stuff all the time. This turn, if they want, they can go ahead and kill. Spend their whole turn on the Elite Spellbinder. Oh, no? I thought for sure they were going to use the Soul. Yeah. The Soul Shatter there. Well, we'll throw out another blue, because why not? We'll probably bind and gold this in a little bit. We just don't, can't be, unless it's a mana ability. Oh, wait. So, yeah. No point in that. So we are going to put this into Foretell. Let's just go ahead and do this like this. And pass it back. Now we can either negate Orzhov coming, and then next turn if we don't use one of those, we have both. They're probably going to want to kill the Elite Spellbinder, so we'll just counter that with the negate and just keep smacking them for 3. Okay, they do nothing. So we'll throw out another island. I'm not going to put this into Foretell in case they try to do something right now, so I can do the negate and I still have the assault coming. So we're going in for 3. They're going to Soul Shatter right now. There's the Soul Shatter. We're going to go ahead and hit them with the negate. Just try to like really see if we can't just get all the damage in with this Elite Spellbinder while they're off on lands. Blood Chief Thirst is their whole turn. I think they're okay, so I don't know what's going on here and here or what they're going to be doing, but I think I let them have that. Because unfortunately, if they throw a Planeswalker on us, then we're in trouble because of that. Well, that's good timing right there. Behold the Multiverse. Let's go ahead and put that into Foretell. And end the turn. I wanted to do it now to see if I hit another land, but if for some reason I didn't hit another land, just for some weird reason, then I can't counterspell, and we're in trouble. So that's too much card advantage, so let's go ahead and just nip that right now. Get rid of that. We have the Behold Thy Multiverse. Let's just pop that right now. We'll keep the Desert Doom, but unfortunately I think we have to pass on the Pounding Gold. No land is just a pity. So we're going to go ahead and just pass the turn, and we're holding up the negate, the Divide by Zero, which we'll end up using on the Replicating Ring here in a bit. So they have the Blood on the Snow, so we don't want a Desert Doom until we have enough mana to actually counter that. So there's the Lolth. We'll just negate that now. Now we definitely don't want to put out the Doomscar because... Or, I mean, sorry, we don't want to put out the Emerith because they have the Blood on the Snow. I think I put the Behold into Foretell. And let's see what else they got. Let's put the Doomscar into Foretell also. We're not drawing this turn. We don't even have 2 white, so I mean maybe I didn't need to do that. Let's take a turn off. Replicating Ring. Okay, so that paid off. Throw this out, and so we'll be beholding at the end of their turn because I just threw a land. Maybe Divide by Zero. I Divide by Zero now. Yeah, we'll just wait till the end of their turn. Almost. I want to throw this Desert Door, but now I don't have a counter spell. We know they have Blood on the Snow. Saving the Bind and Golds for the Lolth when they bring it back out, or there's the Jace. Let's Behold. Mordekainen and Doomscar. I don't want to get rid of the Mordekainen. Bound in Gold. So we'll just let that resolve. Because I can just Bound and Gold it.
Today's a nice day. I do love data analysis.
I mean, they have 2 of them.
Where's
so maybe,
the next
yeah, they did kick it. We just mess with their win cons, I guess?
I have a lot to think about.
So, let's go ahead and return the Replicating Ring to their hand. Let's get an Environmental Science? Yeah, I'll grab that because I want more land. There's another, of course, then now I hit the land. But we still don't have white. That's the problem. We still have all of this counter spells. I mean, to get rid of our Mordekainen, they literally have to Blood on the Snow, but then they can bring back their Lolth. So that's awkward. If I throw this now, they can still Blood on the Snow. I'm gonna Mordekainen. And we're gonna plus it.
Dealing with you will require maintaining balance.
Let's get rid of
insight.
One of our Bounding Golds to the bottom. I should have put maybe out a dog, because now, well, if they kill our Planeswalker with Blood on the Snow, they wipe out their own also, so maybe they'll draw. Okay, so if they're scrying, that's awkward.
Now here's an interesting idea.
Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, what in the heck? I was not expecting a Fury. Let's put out our second white. Here's a saw it coming, so we've got counter magic. Let's go ahead and put out a big old blue dog. Hold on. If I throw my dragon, I can still... Yeah, let's put out the dragon. I think I can get a Blood on the Snow here, but I can counter it.
Ah, My
Next,
faithful hound.
next, and the turn. Okay.
I see how all
Okay, they're
this connects
scrying.
now.
I haven't seen any hints of counter magic yet. They're drawing the card that they...
Let's
Okay.
see what I can do with this.
Put out the chasm. So they're going to come at it Mordekainen. We're definitely going to block with the 10-10. They're going to try to wipe the board, which is why they did that. They're like, I might as well attack. And if they board wipe and we counter it, I think we win on the swing back, and that's just game over. There's the blood on the snow. Here's the saw it coming. We draw. Let's just draw two more, put one back.
Leave me be.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm
say.
reading.
Woo! Denkichi. That's about as, I don't know. It's a crazy looking name. That's what I'm going with. We go first. We don't have any white mana, but we only have one white card. We have two island. We'll haul the Storm Giants and an island. We'll throw the haul first. Negate. 2 divide by zeros. We hold. Just need one more land to start dividing. Just for a little tempo and or to get into our sideboard. Okay, well, we'll throw the island and we will pass the... Turn 2. We're going to go ahead and throw that into Foretell. It's only turn 2. How crazy can they get right here? I wanted to hold up a negate, but why? Nice. Plains, pass. Holding up all the cards. Literally, we can Minimus containment is the only thing we can't do. They put a card in a Foretell, and that's probably going to be their turn. And a land. We are going to behold the multiverse. I don't know about a bound in gold. We'll keep the land. Don't know what they're doing yet, so... Well, we got all the lands. Let's put this out on white so we have double-double. Pass it back. A lot of divide by zeros. Be perfect for a foretold card. This is probably, what? It's not Poison the Cup. Righteous Valkyrie. Let's go ahead and just bounce that back to their hand. And grab... I think we go for Environmental Science. And we draw a Saw It Coming. Play the island. Throw Environmental Science. Let's grab another... What do we got? Hold 3 blue, 2 white. I think it's better to get an island. Let's grab the island, pass the turn. And we can counterspell or divide by 0. Righteous Valkyrie coming down, which, I mean, once again, we knew that was happening. Let's go ahead and just divide by 0 again. And grab a Mascot Exhibition. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be 6. They have more cards, but we don't know if that'll last. Let's grab the Mascot. So we'll throw the island. Let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's put this in a Foretell. Yeah, let's put this in a Foretell so we have less cards in our hand. Pass the turn, and we still have the Saw Coming and the Negate. We can cast both this turn. Or a divide by 0 if we really just felt like doing it again. Righteous Valkyrie. Let's do it one more time. Let's just keep getting into our sideboard, really throwing them off. They have a lot of cards in their hand. They have 7. So we could probably grab one teaching. I could throw Righteous Valkyrie again, which is fine. I can contain Minimus contain it. We did not hit a land drop there. Let's contain the Righteous Valkyrie. holding up all this fun stuff. Next, end the turn. Throw one of your angel enchantments for us. I have all these negates. So they're going to use that as gold. Probably do something with it in the graveyard. Inscription of Ruin. Choose one. Discard. Well, then we'll just negate it, because that saves us. And then they... Yeah, there we go. Did they kick that? That was a mistake, right? Okay. We'll throw the planes. I don't want to use the mascot yet, so let's go ahead and put the Behold into Foretell. Yeah, let's put the Behold into Foretell. And now we're holding up a negate and a Saw It Coming. They probably have a bunch of removal in their hand. Well, they have a Faceless Haven, so we're going to have to get this mascot out now. Because, I mean, I could block with our Hall of the Storm Giants, but I have a feeling they have a bunch of removal. So, I think it's time to get the mascot out there, and we'll have to deal with whatever they throw. They can't use the Faceless this turn, so they're going to want to throw something, right? Inscription of Ruin. Target opponent, let's negate it again, because why lose 2 cards when I could just lose 1? So they have a bunch of Hand Disruption in their deck. Let's Behold. Spellbinder Elite and a Plains. I don't want to not have either. I'm going to keep both. Spellbinder kills the Faceless. Don't get me wrong, they'll probably try to kill this. I don't have a lot of white in my hand, so let's just use all white. I don't have anything else to do. Let's just use all the white on the Elite Spellbinder. I have a feeling this is Poison the Cup, but it could be like Starheim Unleashed, so I just really don't want to tap out. Okay, 2 Vanishing Verses, 2 Skyclave Apparitions. Let's get rid of the Vanishing Verses. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point of the game. Now we just know their hand. But I'll make those more expensive, because they can just use this on here now. So we'll throw you out on blue. And we have a Saw It Coming and a negate. We know their hand. We're not going to double counterspell them next turn, right? But they don't have more cards than us right now. They only have 3, so I definitely don't want a Teaching. So we're just ending. We're ending it! End of their turn, they're going to kill the Spellbinder. No? Okay. And I thought end of our turn. Skyclave Apparition coming down. They still have enough. We're at such a high life. So I'm going to go ahead and just let them have... I'm not going to use our Saw It Coming on that, for sure. Especially now we get a 3/3 back. They might attack with the... Oh, Luminarch Aspirant, huh? I don't have any way to kill that right now. And we know there's nothing super crazy in their hands, so I am going to counter that. I am going to do that. Another Elite Spellbinder, huh? We're going to Mascot Exhibition. Make them... These are multicolored cards, so their Vanishing Verses don't do anything. Their Skyclave Apparition doesn't do anything. So we know that these are 3 dead cards. Youthful Valkyrie coming down. I still have a negate that I can actually use this turn. There we go. Negate the heck out of that Starheim Unleashed. And we're tapped out, but you can't use any of that on any of our cards. Nothing in your hand does anything to us right now. Yes. Woo! Multicolored, multicolored, multicolored. And we have ourselves a Minimus Containment. So becomes a treasure, but it's not leaving the battlefield, right? And I would rather deal with their stuff on the ground. So let's go ahead and do that. So that way they can't go over us in the air. We'll throw the Spellbinder. They'll probably kill the Spellbinder now. Okay, the Vanishing Verse. Just might as well make it cost more, so they can't do it right now at the end of their turn. And then I might as well use this while I can draw. Throw the land. And let's, in case they, so they can kill this next turn and get in for 2. I really just don't even care if they want. Yeah, let's just attack them. If they want to, they'll block the 3/2. We get a 3/3. Nope. Okay, now they can kill the Elite Spellbinder. That's fine. It's just time to end this game and not let them get back into it. We're at a high enough life total. We got creatures in the air if they don't want to start killing them with these Vanishing Verses. Free as Retribution. We waited the whole game to see that. Well, there it is. Skyclave Apparition gonna hit the Elite Spellbinder. Glacial Floods. That is disappointing. So we're going to go ahead and make this a 7/7 blue giant. They can't cast either one of those. We're attacking with everything. They have to make some crazy blocks here. Let's see. So they don't want to lose their 4/4 at all. Okay. We lose 1, but we gain 1. Let's throw the Floodplain. Let's throw the Elite Spellbinder just to have it out there, just for another creature. We didn't need to throw it, but we want everything we can. Youthful Valkyrie coming down. They can still cast the Vanishing Verses. Now they could kill our Hull of the Storm. No, they can't. It has Ward. It's too big. So they're swinging in with the 4/4 because it has Vigilance. So there's no point in blocking. They could just tap it and kill the Elite Spellbinder. Either way, whether they block it or tap it, it's still happening. Yeah, this has Ward 4. So they can't kill this, but they can kill one of our other creatures. We're still going in with everything. It doesn't matter how they do this as far as tapping that. This has Summoning Sickness, so it can't do it. They do have the Faceless Haven, which they just hovered over for us, showing us that, yeah, we know. Got it. Yeah, they see it. Okay. Woo! ESPIV, or ESPIV. I got nothing. Hello, opponent. Let's go. We have 2 blue and a white land. 2 Elite Spellbinders negate, divide by 0. And we're going first. I'm going to keep it because we have a pretty quick counter spell into a whole bunch of disruption and Elite Spellbinders. We'll see. They're green. They're going green, blue. Oh, man. And right away, they have something that takes out our Elite Spellbinder. Well, if they do their Ranger class, we can definitely stop that. Boom. Come on. There's the Ranger class. There's the negate. I love it. So now, we'll throw out another white or Elite Spellbinder. I'm just going to, I mean, if you draw them all, play them all. So they can't play that anytime soon, so we play this. They can kill this with this, but that's okay. Depending on what they drew, they can't do much. Okay, no blocks. Werewolf Pack Leader. Nice. Draw. So we'll put this out on blue. Well, Elite Spellbinder. Again, we'll pick the Battle Mammoth. We're going to swing in for 3, and then we'll block the Werewolf. I mean, unless they got a Ranger class. Oh! What? What? Yeah, no blocks. Wow. Put this out on blue. Okay, so if I swing in for 6, go to 11, and then we're still 2 turns away. Or if I go Elite Spellbinder, I swing by 6, they're at 11, then we have 9. They're going to hit us for next turn for 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 1 is 8. I can't do anything else. I'm going to go ahead and attack with these 2 Elite Spellbinders. I'm going to pass the turn. Let them attack. Oh, they get to draw a card, so maybe I shouldn't have let them do that. But that's okay. Putting the... Okay, nice. They're spreading the love around. They're going to draw the card no matter what, so let's just bounce that now. Before they get... I don't know, just in case they hit a hexproof. Choose target online opponents. Can't cast spells with a choose target online permanent until your next. They can't activate, attack, or block. Do I want to do that or get land and gain life? I can make this not attack next turn. Let's try the academic probation. Even though I might not use it. Go down to 9. They're going to rethrow the werewolf thing. Werewolf pack leader. Okay. Old growth troll coming down. Okay, so we get our land. So they're gonna hit us for what? 3 plus the trigger here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're at 9. So they'd have to have a pump spell in their hand, right? 3 plus 1 is 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're at 9. So I could actually do that. I could Elite Spellbinder. Or I just academic. So I academic probation. Target an online permanent until your turn. It can't attack or block. We'll make that the old growth troll. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and get in with both. And then they're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can block with this if they try to get tricky, and if they don't attack with the Jaspera Sentinel, I can divide by 0 it. And we can divide by 0 it, bounce it, and get through for all the damage if they somehow can fight this, if they got a fight spell. So they put the +1 on that. They're attacking with that. I have lethal right here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I go to 1. If they have Snakeskin Veil, we lose. So I'm going to block. I didn't have to. I didn't want to. Oh, thank goodness. I forgot about that activation. I'm glad I decided to make the block. I actually forgot about that. So now it doesn't matter what they throw because we have the divide by 0 and we get the win. Okay, everybody, that's going to do it for Azorius Control. I really hope you enjoyed this deck because it was something that we've been working on for a little while over here on our side of the Brew Crew. Good old Brewmaster Will. My dad's been involved. He's been having a blast with this deck. We've all been having a really fun time with this deck. So please let us know down in the comments if you enjoyed this deck. And if you did, let us know if you'd like to see another Azorius Control deck, because we have another version that is extremely fun as well, but it runs more off the backbone of Feldar's Retreat and just having a lot of value with every time we throw down a land, so that way if our opponent is board wiping us, we don't care. We have ways to just keep throwing land down, which creates 2/2 creatures or pumps the creatures we have. So yeah, we'd love to know if you'd like to see another version of an Azorius Control deck, because when a bunch of people are creating one deck like this, we can kind of branch out into multiple directions, and it was really fun, and we got multiple versions of it. So no real big changes, because at the moment I do love how the deck is running. It's got a super high win rate. Don't tell too many people about this deck. I'm just kidding. Please share this on social media. Let everybody know about it. Check the description down below to find out how you can win a box of whatever the current set is. Please hit that subscribe button and become a Brew Crew member. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.